Okay, so let's give it a quick shuffle. So there is nothing suspicious. And can you please pick any card you want? Don't show it to me, just show it to the camera. Okay, just say stop anywhere you want. Like that? Okay, fair enough. I have no clue where your card may be. It is completely lost and shuffled. Now, to make things more difficult, I'm gonna find your card at random. I guess we can call it a lucky shot. Anyway, this is not your card, right? Good. I'm gonna give it a try. Assuming your card is not somewhere on top or the bottom, I'm going to try somewhere in the middle of the deck. Okay, so we have a random shot. I believe that looks fair enough. And by the first time, can you please tell us which card is your card?
7 of Hearts.
There you have it. That's the 7 of Hearts. Okay, so this is the main secret to this effect. You need a card with a crimp. You can either do this crimp before the performance or you can do it after the performance. Let's assume you do a crimp in the middle of the performance. Allow the spectator to take any card. While they take it, you close the deck. Notice I already had the pinky break right here. You close it, and then I bring my other hand with a middle finger on top and my thumb in the back to a square, and then I'm gonna lift this up. Notice the corner is going up, so you can do it in front of them without this looking so suspicious. Now the crimp is better to be folded as much as possible without doing a crease. It's very important. Now the way to treat this crimp is imperative so you don't mess with it. Let's say you do this shuffle, the Hindu shuffle. Whenever they say stop, let's say right there. I'm gonna leave it face up so you can follow it. I'm gonna drop the card with a crimp while I'm taking the cards on top as well to conceal the card from beneath right over the selection. Or you can simply do, while they put it over there, let's assume you do the shuffle, let's say stop, they put it right there, you can drop the card with a crimp right on top. And because the crimp is on the right side, I'm gonna spread towards the right side as well to conceal the crimp right under the spread. Now notice the way I do the spread. I'm doing pressure right here in this corner, not over here because the crimp is right here. I'm trying not to mess with it. So when I spread, I put the index and middle finger right here, and then I spread. So it is an even spread. If you place the middle finger right here in the center, you may end up with more gaps because of the crimp. Okay, so it's better to apply pressure right here on this corner. Anyway, this is the way this method works. I'm gonna have to exaggerate so you can see what I'm talking about. Notice I have the card with a crimp right over the selection, and because of it, it is right here. It's gonna lift up the cards right over because the card with a crimp is right over the selection. It's gonna lift up everything, at least a big portion, a big chunk. It's gonna create a gap right over the card with a crimp. As you can see right here, there is a big gap between here and here. So you can shoot the card in between this gap. Okay? It is important that when you shoot it, it's not straight like that, but it is an angle from side to side. Well, about 45-degree angle, but not straight. Okay, not like that. It has to be an angle. So you take advantage of the crimp. And because the crimp is pointing up, this card that I'm shooting is going right over the selection. As you can see, it's important to keep this corner concealed. Now when you spread, notice if you don't see the crimp, at least you will be able to see the corner of the selection. There is no more corners right here. Those are the cards that are lifted up by the crimp. Now this is where I'm gonna have to shoot. This card has to be bent up. So by the time you shoot, there is no air going below this card. That's why I'm folding the card like this. You don't have to over exaggerate, but at least you have to bend it so there is no air going in from the short side of the card. Now when you shoot this card, try to keep it at a good distance, okay, as you're watching the performance. Not too close, not too far away from the deck. But if for some reason you still have a lot of issues and a lot of trouble, it's better for you to use a good deck of playing cards in a good shape, good condition. And if you cannot make it work by shooting the card, you can use the other hand, so you have a better control. So you can introduce this corner somewhere, and actually because you can see from your perspective, there is a little gap right here. You're gonna introduce this card somewhere in the middle, and it's gonna end up this card right over the selection again. Now, using this method, the other hand, instead of shooting the card with a finger, it may look good, but not really amazing as shooting the card like that, as you can see. And to get rid of the crimp, you can either just push it down with both hands while in the process of shuffling, or you can just do any shuffle or flourish to get rid of the crimp. Like this, you can bring it all the way to the bottom, and then again use the other hand to push it down, and that's it.